Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Martin with Belvoir Auto Spa. I've got an interesting video for you guys today, which, I mean, every video is interesting, right? So I was in AutoZone. AutoZone's got a crap ton of products that have not been released for sale online yet, so this isn't sponsored. I paid for this and everything else I picked up from AutoZone. But this is a new product from Meguiars, the Hybrid Ceramic Pre-Wax Prep. It is a defect remover slash filler slash protectant slash primer for their hybrid ceramic products. So basically what this is, and I did talk with Marcus Kleiss, you can check out his channel. Marcus was telling me that basically, yeah, it's just an all-in-one primer polish to kind of keep up with Turtle Wax, who's had one, or Turtle Wax has two. They've got their black version and their regular version of their, what do they call it? Hybrid Solutions Polish and Wax, I believe. Mothers has one as well, and I have seen somebody, I forget I think his channel name's, I forget. Anyways, he did a test where he used the Mothers as a primer for C-quartz, and it worked. It actually worked. As far as I know, nobody's tried using Turtle Wax as a primer for a ceramic coating, and I don't think anyone's tried this yet, but you can try it and see how it works. I'm not going to be trying it. I'm just showing this product and how it works. So this is it's a primer polish for what Meguiar says all of their Meguiar's waxes, as well as mainly for their hybrid ceramic line of products, which I believe would include their hybrid ceramic wax, hybrid ceramic liquid wax, and hybrid paint coating. Now I know with the hybrid ceramic wax spray, you need a base layer. This works as your base layer, so you can just spray and rinse after that. As for the other two, you can put this down before if you don't feel like polishing and then wiping off, prepping the surface, and then applying the protection. You can just do this, wipe it off, and apply the protection according to Meguiar. So let's look at the directions. Shake well, out of sunlight. This has directions for applying by hand because it is a consumer product, but I'm going to do it by machine because applying polishes by hand is no fun. Anyways, when you're using this, guys, you're going to want to make sure you at least clay bar the surface if you haven't already done so recently. My test panel is already decontaminated, so it's ready to go. So we'll get into it and we'll see how it works. Again, I don't know if this would work for ceramic coatings. Primer polishes are nothing new. I know Geon has one for their coatings. CarPro has Essence, which works for their coatings and just about any ceramic coating from what I'm told. But you'd have to try this out. I would say definitely do a test panel before you decide to do an entire car and waste all that time and effort if it doesn't work out. But let's go over to the test panel, guys, and we'll check everything out and see how this works. Alright, so I got a section taped off. Now this hood intentionally has compounding haze in it from using a heavy cut compound with a wool pad. And I also put some scratches in from 5,000 grit sandpaper, or not 5,000, sorry, 3,000 grit sandpaper. So if you want to really get a good look at that, there's the sandpaper marks. And on the very left, just you can see the compounding haze along the bottom there as well. So we're going to see how this removes compounding haze, how it removes sanding marks, and I'm going to wipe it with a panel prep after to see if that wipes anything away and how much this is really filling. So what we're going to be using is the SPTA cordless 15mm throw polisher. I've got a video review on this as well if you're interested. This has been a pretty nice machine. It's not good for doing full-on paint corrections, but for enhancements, which this product is perfect for, that's where this thing comes in handy. It's only about $200, not very expensive, all things considered. Especially for a cordless machine that comes with 2 batteries, yada yada. Pretty nice machine. I'm using a Light Country HDO orange light polishing pad. I'm not going to do heavy cut pads because that's not what this compound is made for. So we're going to just put 3 small drops And yeah, the bottle is a cool color, but the compound itself is actually just white. Now, I don't prime my pads. There's videos out there showing you don't need to. I'm not telling you not to. I just don't. So, anyways, this is our little working area here. Let's go ahead and fire it up. A little bit longer than you normally would for this type of job, but I just wanted to give it a fair chance. So we can see, you know, it's all left on there, and I don't think this says you have to leave it before you wipe it. So we'll wipe it off, we'll take the tape off, see how it looks. And it does feel nice and slick, guys. Yeah, even more so than the paint. It's not surprising, which Meguiar's hybrid ceramic products have been pretty good. Alright, now how much did that remove? You can still see the 3000 grit sanding marks. Now in another video I tested, was it 3D Speed? 3D Speed will remove 3000 grit marks, but this does not seem like it is aggressive enough to. So this really is just for very fine scratches. You're not going to get really good paint correction out of this. Okay. So let's take our tape off. We'll see how it looks compared to the rest of the panel. See how much of an improvement it made. If I can get the tape off. So you can see the outline right there. Now that's, you know, we've got much more aggressive sanding marks here, so definitely makes an improvement. If you look at the haze up top, compounding haze, let me see if I can get a good angle. See the compounding haze? The compounding haze is gone. So it did a good job at that. Now what I want to do is I'm going to tape a section here off, about right here, and then I'm going to wipe it with a panel prep and see if we remove the hybrid ceramic, the wax that it contains, how much of a difference that's going to make. So let me grab my tape, I'll be right back. Alright, so let's take this section off right here and go right through where the sanding marks are. I'm going to wipe everything to the left of it. So I'll be using 3D Wipe, which is a panel prep spray. I think I got a little bit of overspray on the other side. So I'll just lightly go over that without really wiping it in. Okay. Take the tape off and see how it did. Still looks good, so it looks like you really do get, you know, true correction out of it, but nothing extreme. But as we can see, without the fillers there, you can see that. You can definitely see that. It's not as glossy anymore. The compounding haze is still gone, so that's good. but the sanding marks are definitely more noticeable. So that's it, guys. That's how it works. It's got pretty decent filling capabilities, as well as some very mild correction ability. So let's wrap this up and go back in for our final thoughts. All right, so final thoughts, guys. Overall, I think this is a pretty good product. It costs about $15. For your DIY at-home person who's not going to be ordering professional stuff, it's going to get the job done. It'll remove light swirls, it'll fill in a lot, and as long as you stay on top of your maintaining that protection, that filling ability is going to stay. As we saw though, when you use a panel prep, pull it away, it's not. You can see what the difference in correction it makes. Now, this is CarPro Essence. This is another ceramic primer polish that you can use for C-quartz coatings, or as some other people have told me, any ceramic coatings. I have used this a handful of times. It also works good. It doesn't have a very long working time, and it does not correct a bunch, but if you're doing it as a last step to remove compounding haze, holograms, things like that, it works pretty good, just like this. So I'd say those two are on par with each other. Just, the chemical makeup might be different. It's too early to tell. Then we got these two bad boys over here. Now these are not ceramic. These are all-in-one polishes that use Montan wax. This one contains silicone. This one does not contain silicone. And this one has stronger abrasives. This one can do some serious correction. They both can. I mean, this would have removed this. They both do remove sanding marks. I've got a video on it. This just does more correction without any silicone, or this has silicone. But even in the video I showed, even after you wipe it away, the sanding marks are still gone. So if you're trying to remove some light sanding marks, these are going to do better. I wouldn't use a ceramic primer polish, but if you use a ceramic primer polish for its intended purposes, guys, it's going to do what you need it to do. So that's it. Meguiar's Hybrid Ceramic Pre-Wax Prep. Currently, I've only found it at AutoZone. I do not see it available online, but there is a link on Meguiar's website if you want to learn more information about it. But I appreciate you guys watching. As always, thank you for sticking by the channel and all your support. Leave a comment below on your thoughts, how you feel about it. Give the video a like if you haven't already, and consider subscribing if you haven't already as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.